We are back with Emmett Thompson, an East Tennessee-based Mission of Hope, doing the physically distanced interview. And thank you for braving the rain for us, Emmett. It is so nice of you to be here. And let's talk about the Blue Barrel campaign. That's what people think of this time of year in Mission of Hope.
Well, thank you, John, just once again for the opportunity to be here. We so appreciate what you do to help us tell the story of our needs and who we serve and how we do it. This year, totally different. It has been all through the year for everything we do. And when we came to Christmas this year, we realized, starting with how we do, what we do, with who we do it with at our office and warehouse and in the community, we just needed to come up with a better way to do it and try to be respectful of what we're in the middle of with this COVID crisis. So we're all cyber. We have not put out any physical Blue Barrels. We're doing a cyber barrel campaign where you go to our website, and we have pre-selected items that you can order through Amazon.com, Walmart.com, Target.com, and also how you can make a financial donation. And we're seeing items come in, and this has been a blessing. We're just grateful to have an alternative way to raise the harvest we've got to have and all the items we need.
Emmett, we ask you this every year, but what is the need like this year, and is it different to previous years?
Well, John, it is different. You know, I've said this doing what I'm doing now for 21 plus years. There's a history where we go with a lack of ongoing new job creation ideas. There are efforts underway in different places, but so much of where we serve is never going to be near an interstate. We work through elementary schools and we work through these mountain ministry centers. You've done story after story this year on your station of the challenges brought on by the COVID crisis. The businesses that have closed, that just couldn't make it. Rural Appalachia is really struggling with the ministries that do the work there on the front lines. We're getting more calls of assistance and just trying to do the best we can to help folks that are helping people in their community.
You have had the chance to witness many emotional moments in your 21 years at this, Emmett. What stands out to you for people who may not be familiar with Mission of Hope?
Well, I think the one thing we try to do on an ongoing basis is we try to be an ambassador for a mission field that thousands have flown over and driven around, going somewhere else, totally unaware of it. You've got to go back and remember the history that once brought some economic engine to these areas was the prevalence of coal. And when coal mining fell off, a lot of these towns just all but evaporated. Not everybody's going to move from there. That's not the answer. A lot of folks have. But the reason we try to serve there is that's where we were birthed. And we were birthed there because of the passion that your former senior news anchor, Bill Williams, had to tell the story of the need there. And we've done stories over the years. We've made trips, we've built ramps, we've given scholarships, we've done everything we do with the resources we're given that we pass on. And there are many moments that have just been tearjerkers for me of people that are just hopeless, but somebody came from the outside to try to help them and give them some encouragement. And I love what we do. We try to extend hope in a variety of ways, and we've been blessed to get to do it.
And Emmett, you mentioned scholarships in when you were talking a little bit about the impact that you've had. But that's something I want to touch on because that came a little bit later in the mission, and it has done incredible things to help lift people out of poverty.
It has. We started that program in 2009. It actually began because of some endowments we have, one in honor of Michael Williams, Bill Williams' son, who died way too young in life, at Alice Lloyd College, and one in honor of Andy Courtney at LMU, who had a similar fate. But from that, we realized we needed to start targeting high schools in these areas where we go to elementary schools, and also trying to reach kids that would not get a scholarship. And I think one of the things that's happened with us by the numbers that we've helped and those that have graduated and thanked us after that is we have found students, B2C students, that probably wouldn't have had a chance to go to school if not for our scholarship. And I love that, John.
Yeah, it's extraordinary, and they have great testimony about what that did to help them in their lives. Anything else, Emmett, before we close, about where the need is this year and what you're seeing in the months ahead?
Well, I want to make sure, and time won't allow, but basically our State of the Union of Mission of Hope, we closed when all this started in the spring. We worked from our homes. We reopened as a staff, then to the public. We had to cancel many events this year because what we do in these rural areas, when we have an outreach giveaway event, there may be 600, 700, 800 people come, but do they need to be coming and at the time when we've been going through what we go through? So we have been blessed financially. We do welcome financial donations because we've had to make the largest single front-end expenditure for new toys, new clothes, food, hygiene items this year that we've ever had to make. But we believe, really, with the childlike faith that God's going to provide the harvest, both resources and finances, to replace that. So we're people of faith and prayer, and we really cherish prayers for these areas and for our whole country and all of our leaders.
Emmett Thompson, we appreciate the time, and thanks for you continuing this mission that is so close to your heart. Merry Christmas to you, my friend.
Merry Christmas to you, John Becker, and to all our friends at WBR.
Yes, sir.